Okay, I don't know why uh, Oculus is choosing violence today, but today is going to be a talk show type of show. Um, Let me turn the music back on, and then we will start the show because I'm doing this all in VR and it's really annoying. All right, here we go, and I will turn it down a bit so it's not super loud. Why? Like, I don't know why. I really wish there was a way to destroy Oculus desktop because this is just really annoying that every time I come to play in VR, we reset, there we go. Now I have Steam on my wrist. Every time I go to play like Steam VR or something, Oculus has to take like utter control over the whole thing. So this is why I haven't really been doing a lot of VR content because it is a pain in the ass to boot up Steam VR, and it's not really Steam VR's fault. Like Steam VR, it has its hiccups, but at the same time, holy shit, it's fucking annoying. So when you first get your Oculus headset, you can do it as a cable link to your PC as long as it's Type C to Type C or it's Type C to USB 3. But right now I have to do it through AirLink, which is over the Wi-Fi. So I'm having issues with that in general. Because you have to have like a really good fast internet and then also have like a really good router to pump out like Wi-Fi 6 information. But that's not even like the worst part of it. Like that stuff I can deal with. No problem there. The major problems is I boot up and Oculus is always like, "Do you want to buy stuff? Do you want to buy stuff? Do you want this? Do you want this?" It's like, "No, it's on Steam. I will buy it on Steam because I rather play on PC." Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, some things you can't buy on Quest on the PC store. You have to buy it on the Quest only store. Okay, well, I don't give a fuck what's on the Oculus store on PC because I play on Steam PC. So please fuck off. And then if you hit the wrong button, oh god be damned, you hit the wrong fucking button. You end up in your actual Oculus apartment, and that shit just demolishes your computer because it does so much data. Oh my! And then you can't leave it. You fucking can't leave it. Oh my god! Like you can't leave it. It's like running in the background. So you literally have to like turn off Oculus to actually get out of the apartment because there's no exit button. They want you to stay there and boot shit in there. But then once you get Steam going, Steam like you just like it loads forever depending on your computer. You go to home, and then you can select your game and then move on. Rant done. Let me switch into my new outfit. I still have not been able to make this one Quest compatible yet. So it's still a PC, and I'm deciding on changing the hoodie too. We do have chat. Chat is live on my hand, so Rose, I see you. Yes, it actually sounds very annoying. It takes a lot of time to set up stuff in Oculus versus Quest, or Oculus Quest versus PC VR. So I do apologize if it's not that great. The other thing is also I have like a OVA toolkit, so I can like access certain things from my desktop while being in VR. It's an okay app, but holy shit. Just being able to access stuff, like having chat right here is really nice. Being able to like look at my Discord, like I could flip up my wrist and read Discord, so I can keep an eye on what's going on with the community while I'm doing a show. No, it looks fine. Okay, thank you. I'm trying. The one thing is we finally figured out, if I can get my hand away from the camera, because toggling menus is a bitch. Where is it? Alright, and now I gotta raise myself up. Yes, I figured out how to do sitting animations. Somebody on Booth finally has a animation thing that you kind of just drop in and then you program it. It takes about like 5 minutes to get it fully programmed, and now I can actually like sit. I can be seated in life and have my legs crossed, and then I won't have the weird feeling of looking down at my legs and like knowing that I'm standing up kind of an issue. So there are a few more seating arrangements for this, but honestly, I do enjoy like doing this. Right. So this being like the first episode, I really don't have like much to say. Like there are a couple things I do want to talk about in VR or even just stuff in general, but I feel like we don't have much of an audience here to talk about that stuff. So also I've realized that my lips aren't really matching up that well. I don't know if my mic is coming in okay or it's literally just the wrong microphone again. Let me see. Nope, still my Quest headphone. I still need to get a new headphone. Okay, sure. Hello, welcome. Is VR really that addictive? Okay, so that's a good one to talk about. Is VR really addictive? Depending on some people, it is very much a different life. Because like VR chat, I come here, I have such a fun time. It's a nice reliever from what is the word I'm looking for? Reliever from the reality and all that. But some people actually have turned this into like a hobby or a business. On the other hand, like there are people out there that literally have stripper avatars that make money in VR chat. But being like addicted to it, like Ready Player One standards, yeah, no, we're nowhere near that. Um, right now, like Resident Evil 4, last night we were able to do 4 hours, but lately, for some stupid reason, I get sick playing that game, which wasn't like that when I first started playing VR. Now, I can play Boneworks and not really get sick, because we finished Boneworks on stream, but at the same time, like, I'm getting, like, super nauseated, so we managed to get some, like, ginger and all that, and we were able to get through majority of Resident Evil 4, but I don't think it's at that point where people can get addicted to it. I definitely think it's on the rise up now that this type of gaming has completely changed. Like things like Half-Life Alyx are a good way to get people into VR. VR chat is definitely not like what we had in the past, where it was like Club Penguin, uh, freaking Yahoo chat rooms. It's definitely more. You get to make an avatar and or pick somebody's random meme avatar and just hang out with people and talk with people. Um, yeah, the N18 worlds are a thing in VR chat, and there are people that literally fucking this, and I don't. I'm ace, so I don't fucking understand why people do that shit. To each their own, but at the same time, it's their prerogative. I stay out of it. I look to have a good time. Like I like going into the raves here because there are actual DJs since the pandemic who have come here and ran shows and had more of a blast and more of a reputation than they did ever at a live real gig in the real world. Um, but like that stuff's been going up recently. I haven't really been able to like talk about it as much because really, it's it's like a weird environment. Like there are only certain places you can go where they're gonna have a live DJ. Club Orion is kind of like your go-to like neutral area that they have, but then there's other secret clubs. I think was it, Fee from Virtual Reality had brought up two really popular ones that are extremely hard to get into, but at the same time, like if you wanted to do like a rave or hang out with people, there are people out there that literally run gigs like once a week. There's one guy that I'm friends with that runs a show every Wednesday night for like 4 hours, and I go and sit there for a little bit and hang out with people. So yeah, no, today I did want to talk a little bit about some VR stuff. I guess I want to do like more of a blanket episode because there's a lot of VR stuff I would like to talk about, from VR chat that I think a lot of people in the community have already talked about, and I just don't give a shit about. Because I've tried to make episodes on those topics, and I just do not care. Like, sleeping in VR is one, having a relationship in VR is another one. The elitism with, like, rankings in VR chat are just insane. Yo, what's up, Sergey? Hey, how you doing? How does living dying work? Like, if you want to perform. Uh, oh, live DJing. Okay, so the thing that I've noticed from a lot of the DJs are the stages have, like, you know how most places on VR chat they'll have like a TV where you can like drop a link in. Like, even on this map right now, we have that. Like, we have like a little TV link here. I'll take you. I'll just switch camera angles. Give me a second. I love this map for the TV show. I really do. Very cozy. Whoop, hop over. Okay. Where is it? Pin 2. So you'll have something like this where like there's a little little dress bar right here. Alright, I'm hopping back. I'm making my way downtown, walking fast, chasing past, and I'm homebound. Alright, I am back. Ah, fuck, sorry, too fast. Alright, so basically they will live stream like kind of like that, where like the where like Lolo, where the Lo-Fi Girl is doing like right now on that TV, and basically they will live stream their set there, and then all they have to do is control the lights and the ambience in the area. That's pretty much it. However, the funny part about it is the server doesn't have like a Twitch subscription to any of the DJs, so literally the feed might be like ad break from Twitch, and it just cuts away to like purple, and then you just sit there and just dead silence for like 30 seconds or even a minute, and then all of a sudden you hear boom, wow, 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 boom, boom, boom. It's like, okay. It's still in growing pains. I don't know about Loner, or I forget the other big nightclub and how they do it, but I know for a fact that the low end guys that are doing shows that I know, they are doing it where they drop their Twitch link into the DJ stage, and then it puts it all on the stage TVs, and the lights are reacting to the sounds from the stream, and then the stream is played through that. We've done it before for our 50 follower celebration. We ran a nightclub event, and unfortunately it was just Turkey and me, but that was fun. I mean, I will definitely do it again. However, right now we're going for we get 100 followers, I'll do Five Nights at Freddy's, because I think that type of a VR game is gonna fucking creep the fuck out of me, and I think everybody's gonna have a fun time watching me try to have a heart attack on stream. Okay, so what kind of hardware do you need to do VR chat? Okay, depending on... By the way, if people watching the rerun, I'm reading chat, and chat's responding, so you should come by every Friday now at 6. So to run VR chat by itself, you can get an Oculus Quest 2. They have an Android app version of it that runs on the Quest 2. However, I don't know if Starkey will agree with me on it, but I know Kumo will always agree with me on it. You have to get PC VR. Now, we've come a long way from having a shit ton of stuff to plug into your computer and like a lot of like $1,000 to run VR. To do PC VR with Quest, all you really need is you can get a link cable, which I'm using right now currently to charge my headset, because my computer won't let me do a link cable setup right now, because I don't have a Type. You have to have Type C to your computer, or you have to have a USB 3. Depends on the cable. So it's either Type C to Type C, which is the Oculus Quest cable, or you have to have a USB. It's like a third-party USB 3.0 to Type C. You need something that has high-speed data to send the signal from the C port to the headset. The major thing is computer-wise, honestly, I'm running a 1660 right now, and it's fine. It's not great, but this game is literally just Unity. It's very low end, so you don't have to like worry about high end stuff. If anything, I would recommend, if you're gonna go cheap, try to get a 1660, because I know a 1660 goes for about $300 for a graphics card. Definitely getting a new processor nowadays is okay. They're not bad yet, but I highly recommend upgrading now before the silicon shortage starts, because there's a huge shortage on silicon for making CPUs, so that's going to start having the next generation of cards or CPUs are going to have an issue. So that's what I'm warning you about. But so far, just running off the headset with a link cable works perfectly fine. There are people that paid like $1,000 for, you know, the Index or the Vive, and like they have like base stations and full body tracking, or I think, because I know Sturkey uses Index, I think it does have base stations as well, but he doesn't have full tracking. But like you have to like plug in multiple cables into your like computer, and it's a little bit of a nightmare. But if you want it clean and affordable, Oculus is okay. Unless you hate Meta slash Facebook, then don't buy the Quest headset, because there are still people trying to rip Facebook slash Meta out of the headset. And let me tell you, I'm already creeped out having that on my head. Let me see. Why am I getting an invite from Coffee? Alright, that's weird. I'm gonna just ignore. I can't believe I'm getting an invite from Coffee. Any which way. Next thing is probably what's the word? I'm thinking of trying to find at least a decent place to do the show at. And so far, doing the show here at midnight, twilight, seems to be kind of nice. I like this nice backdrop, and I like talking to people this way. We are going to try to get the TikTok community in. I'm going to try to run this later on, like the VOD. Probably, I'm thinking like Sunday night, I might run the VOD on the TikTok channel versus just running it on Monday. So I have a little bit better control over, because I have to do, like, if you saw the BioShock stream, I had to basically jerry rig my old phone and have it staring at my Surface Pro tablet and just go, here you go. If you want more content, please come over to the channel. I do read your chats, TikTok, but I cannot physically see you. Like, it's problematic. I have heard, though, we are going to lose the exclusivity clause in our Twitch contracts, which is great and bad at the same time, because apparently Twitch is going to get a little bit more complicated, and it's probably going to die. Yay. Especially since a lot of the big ones are leaving and going to YouTube. So the thing I've learned is you want to grow on TikTok first, and then you want to expand to Twitch, and then you want to expand off of Twitch and go to YouTube. Like, it's super weird. Like, I have no idea. But I digress. I'm still nobody. Any which way, so let's talk about today's topics while chat is just vibing. So let's talk about sleeping in VR. People do this, and I have still not been able to wrap my mind around this concept. So let's talk about that real quick. All right, so I'm hyped for the exclusivity to go away. Yep, I agree with you, Rose. So I can I'm really excited to actually dual stream and do YouTube again, because we did do YouTube before with After the Fall, and then after the fall, like it kept getting hidden on YouTube. Same thing happened with Phasmophobia, and then I switched over to Twitch and said, all right, I'm gonna do Twitch for streaming and all that, and then boom, we grew. And then I was like, you know what? I feel like I've abandoned not only the TikTok community, but the YouTube community a bit, and I tried making content for YouTube. So this is one of those attempts to making YouTube content and also stuff for TikTok. So, hi guys. So, sleeping in VR. All right. So, real quick. Sleeping in VR basically boils down to you can go to a world where there is a nice, like, ambient setting and a bed area, or like a kind of like a place to just lay down, and you would literally just be like, and that's basically it. Like, that's all you would do, is you would go there and just sleep with the headset running. with the headset running. Let's just take that in for a moment because I'm as confused as you. So I have like slept in VR maybe twice, and that's about it. Like I do not like this concept of putting this big giant phone on my face and just laying in bed because I roll around constantly. Oop! I moved my viewer. I move around constantly, so I personally just I'm out. Like no, because like I'll turn, turn, and it's just garbage. I don't like it. But people are like, well, you gotta like get like a special sleeping spot, like if you want to get a beanbag chair or a nice cozy spot where you don't have to move as much, and then you just gotta settle yourself in and relax and enjoy the vibe. It's like no, 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 no. Boy, I am just not for it. If you can sleep in VR and you enjoy it, like cool. But at the same time, I got a screen on my face, and like someone's laying next to me, who is probably dressed as a furry or B a meme, and I'm like I'm supposed to relax with that. Like I'm good. I'm good. To each their own. I'm out of that trend. Though the people that make those worlds do an amazing job. I will give you that. I don't know why, but I like to just go in there sometimes and just like chill. Like if they got a pool, I just like to just chill and like work on some stuff while like listening to like the world music and just vibing. All right, Cirky says, "Yeah, same for me. I just don't get that comfortable. I I just here's the thing. Like I sleep in a bed. Oh shit! I'm moving my link cable so I can. There we go. That's the thing I don't understand. It's like I don't mind that people like enjoy it, but at the same time, is you got this thing, and a lot of times, especially if you see in a lot of my videos where I have a hard time breathing, this thing is like suction cup to my face. It's pushing a lot of pressure on my front nose, like the bridge part. Like if I showed you on my model here, like right up in this area where my two fingers are, it's putting a lot of pressure there, and I think it's because like the foam padding I have from my third party like accessory is gone. Like I think the foam's gone. So I have a hard time like breathing a lot of times. I think it causes a lot of issues in VR for me. Sturkey brings up another good point. Or no, sorry. Let me see. Cat brings up a good one. What about touching? What's the feeling of touch and stuff in VR? Phantom touch is what Sturkey had brought up. So Kuma has really bad phantom touch. I have a very mild version of phantom touch where I'm not like Kumo will have a panic attack. Like if you touch Kumo, he will fucking have a panic attack. So we advise anytime we hang out with people and they're like, and this goes for Sturkey because Sturkey gets in trouble a lot for this, is you got to keep your distance from him because if you like pat, he'll freak out. Like he'll have a panic attack. He's super sensitive. Like his what it does is it's like somebody who cuts their arm off and they're still able to like move their digits and such. For them, for VR people, it's more or less you see that you're being touched and then you feel it. Like it still registers in the back of the head that it's happening. Me, I feel it a little bit, but it's more or less like getting like a light breeze. Like I know it's there, and like if I feel it constantly, then I start to get agitated because then it's like you're being brushed gently, repeatedly over and over and over and over. It's like, would you please fucking stop? Like it's that type of a feeling. Turkey, I don't have any fan touch for some reason. It's not bad. I think it's the way that your brain kind of like interprets information. So having phantom touch is not a bad thing, and it's not like a small percentage that some people say it is. It's really small because like you either have full blown or you have it like very little. And I'm like a very little person where it's like doing this. I know I'm feeling myself right now, but doing this with somebody else, like I feel like a nice small kind of brush. Like it doesn't like what's like that one commercial like 5 gum stimulate your senses. It's kind of like that where it's like stimulates a little bit, but not like enough where like Kumo it's full blown like he freaks out. Which again, that's why people have like the "do not touch me there, no square" kind of attitude. And then even with the new dynamic physics in what is it? I can't get it because my hair. But like the dynamic bones right now in VR chat, there's a way for you to turn it off so people can't fuck with you with that. All right. Isn't there like hardware that gives you vibrations and stuff? So there is, and no, it's not, Sturkey. Actually, to have a haptic vest is actually $300. Well, that's US. I don't know about Canadian dollars, Sturkey. But a haptic vest is actually pretty much what you were talking about, where if you get shot in a game, you'll feel it. If somebody like caresses your body, you feel it. Do I think it's worth it though? Not really. No. I don't. I honestly think if there's anything to buy last, it's your haptic vest. Because the first thing you should do is make sure your computer is fully compatible so that you don't have any issues. I mean, you're streaming or you're playing VR at like a nice quality where you're not going to vomit on the floor. You're going to have stable connections and all that. Next thing up is going to be the full body tracking. Because I hate to tell it to you, but full body tracking is fucking annoying and very expensive. Because nobody actually knows what you fucking need for full body tracking. All you know is you need about 3 Vive trackers, which is $130 a piece, 2 base stations, which is $140 a piece, and then there's like another thing that you need to get. That shit's expensive. You're gonna about drop $1,000 on full body tracking. That's why people joke about full body tracking. If you have it, congratulations. Doesn't make you any different than anyone else playing it. I literally have just my hand controllers, and I have Driver 4 VR if I'm really that desperate, but it's not that great to have. That's nothing against Driver 4 VR. It's just a camera. It's a webcam tracker that tracks your body in real time and then applies it over your body. It's a nice thing to have, but really it's a little buggy. There is not haptic underwear. Thank God. But I'm not going to talk about the ways around that if you have a partner who is long distance. Not going to talk about it. There's someone else that has already talked about it. I ain't going to talk about it because that makes me uncomfortable. All right, so back to a couple other topics that are in the VR chat and VTubing world stuff. All right, so we did sleeping. What else? VTubers having a debut. This one I try to talk to bros about a bit. I don't understand why when you start VTubing, why you have to come up with lore, you have to come up with a backstory, you got to be special and unique. You got to stand out among the crowd. It's like, not really. Just be yourself. Like, really. If you're gonna do VTubing, which I hate to say it, if you need a VTuber in our Discord, let me know. Like me and Sturkey, because I know Sturkey makes V-Roid stuff as well, or models in general. Me and him tag team and make stuff for people. I know I've had to make 2 models so far, which I know one of them being Kumo. Still haven't heard if he liked it or not. He's got his original model, so I guess we kind of wasted our time. But it was nice to have the model. I might make some jokes. Don't tell Kumo, though. I might use that model and make some jokes. Any which way. I don't see, like, the point of, like, unless you're, like, a fictional character. Unless you're going full in and you're going, like, I am Queen of the Amazons, or I am the King of the Ocean kind of lore. If you're doing that stuff for VTubing, then yeah, I think you have a right to have, like, a debut, you have your whole backstory set up. Like, I think you're good there. But if you're like me, where I'm just literally an embodiment of a digital form, just be yourself. Like, what's the problem with being yourself in VTubing? There are, I will say this, a lot of VTubers I have met through TikTok and Twitch, none of them really have lore. Like, none of them are, like, debuting with this amazing fucking, epic tale of how they came to being a VTuber. Like, we don't fucking care. We know you're a human being underneath this thing. So just be a human being. Okay? Cool. Okay. So let's see. I saw people that had software that can easily copy a VTuber by clicking on you. So if you're talking about in VR chat where they rip avatars, that is a whole separate thing of fucking issues. Honestly, like my opinion is, if you're gonna rip my avatar, at least ask me. Oops, sorry. At least ask me, and I will just make you a version for you. Like I have no issues on you wanting this. I will just take the file and just make it to whatever color standard you want. Because honestly, if you remove the glasses, the hat, and shit, I'm just a fucking Vroid. It's a cardinal fucking sin. Oh my god, I shall be damned. Like that's like the thing. It's like I don't think you should like if you make a V-word model, you shouldn't be like concerned about people ripping your avatar because they're all most of V-word is presets. You don't really like change much, and when you do, it's like a very very small percentage. Now, if you built your thing in Blender from the ground up, and you're worried about people stealing your models, you just have to like sign your name somewhere on the model and like make it visible. Like there's one that Sturkey has that has literally, I think it's on his arm or something. The artist has a little band that goes around and says like who they are, and you kind of can't remove that. Um, let's see what else we got here. Like people spend $1,000 and they just click a ticket. Okay, that's the other thing too. People assume making a model is $1,000. I can tell you right now that this model is maybe at best $100 because I'm telling you right now, the evolution from what we were before till now, I will get my 6 hours of commission pay, bitches. This shit took forever. But yeah, like people that pay like $1,000, they're the ones that have like the environmental effects where it's like they'll turn it on. Like Kumo has one where it literally does like dubstep and like draws everybody in and just like a whoa 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 like in your face. But like stuff like this where it's like a base model and then like animations to sit and all that. $100. Like that's my thing. It's $100. Like this, just the model in VRoid alone would take me an hour. Then trying to make it optimized for VR chat is another fucking nightmare. So we'll add in some time there. So let's say about like 2 to 4 hours, and then you have additional trying to get it onto Unity, get it fully functional in Unity, and then upload it to the cloud. That's another 2 to 4 hours. So I roughly say it bare minimum you should pay is $100. Bare maximum you should pay, and then going up from there is going to be $300 from any model. Because if you want like bells and whistles, you're going to pay a fuck ton more. Like, and I think that's understandable. But if you're going to make your own model, VR or VWord Studio is free. You can get a VRM file and you're good to go. Then all you have to do is, if you want it optimized for optimized for VR chat for Quest compatibility, you need to run it through Blender, which that's a fucking nightmare. I still have not mastered it. The only model that has mastered it was the old skin we have, because I lowered that poly count to the ground and I got it working. And then you just basically there's like a CATS program that you would run the model through, and it will just like fix a lot of the issues and reduce poly count and like fix visemes and eye tracking and all that. Once you do that, you'll export that and then you'll drop it into Unity, and then Unity you have to program it with things for VR chat. Like I have like a thing, I think we do have it in our Discord, is the VR chat converter, which takes the VRM file, converts it for VR chat, and then you can upload that to the cloud, and it makes it so much easier. But there are so many things. I think we also have like Hanatil to help with blend shapes as well. It's like paying over $1,000. You know what you're paying for, and it better be the bells and whistles. Like it's got to be a Ferrari type model. All right. So back to debuting with the VTuber model and all that. But yeah, like I think if you're gonna get into VTubing, it shouldn't be complicated for you. I think you should really just be yourself. And like I think that has worked well so far for me as much as it is. because I think people enjoy the fact that I'm just wacky and crazy as this avatar. Ooh, because I can't do that in real life. I mean, I did. Nobody tuned in like they are now. Ha! Burn. But in the meantime, how do you get into VTubing? It's pretty simple. VC Face is a very good program. I highly recommend it. You can get your VRM file dropped in there. However, if you're going to do that, like I said, with making a VR chat model, what you want to do is make the VRM file from VRoid Studios. Get some type. It's either HanaTool, the app, or HanaTool from Unity, and you want to be able to switch your Visemes. You want to change your Viseme so you can be like, what's the way to describe it? So when you make a VRoid model, a lot of them don't have like the right type of Visemes. Like my mouth will be a lot smaller. Like it'd be like this. It won't really open as much. But because this one's fixed, you can see that my mouth opens up wide, and you can see me talking, and you can see my mouth and such. And it works a lot better to communicate that I'm speaking. But yeah, like you would have to like run that through blend shapes, or HanaTool fix your blend shapes, and then upload that onto VC Face, which all you have to do is go through your computer, click on the model, and then bada bing, bada boom. It will always be there as long as it knows where the file is. Okay. Let me see, because I got something in the way. Is HanaTool compatible with the newest version of VRoid? I saw some places people saying it wasn't. So, HanaTool for Unity is not. For some reason, it doesn't work. However, we got it to work through the Hana app, which Rose is also in the Discord. What you want to do is make the VRoid model first, then run it through Hana, and then run it through Unity. Or whatever the fuck change, like, right? You gotta do it very early on, because then you'll change the file on it. And then that file will have the Hana information from the blend shapes on it already pre-installed, dragging it into Blender or Unity. Which, by the way, Rose, if you can help us learn the cat program to get our avatars optimized for Quest, that would be really appreciated, because I've had so many issues with Blender, and I know you use Blender. But any which way, another topic we should talk about from VR chat is the elitism. Now, I'm not going to be able to show it on screen, but when you start, there are some limitations to being a VR chat member or user. All right, we have another message on chat. Like Facebook wants to make Meta or something, but it isn't already here in this form of VR chat. So, I don't know how much longer VR chat's going to be, because with Meta trying to like force their hand into this kind of environment, they're going to start fighting VR chat, and VR chat is doing fine for the moment. Like they're still going up. Like we got dynamic bones now, but there are some features we really do need. Like I'm sorry, we need certain features to survive, and Facebook's going to look at it and go, I have money, I can fix that issue. And they're going to have their whole Horizon thing blow up, because their Horizons is going to try to be like, what is it, Oasis. I forgot Ready Player One for a second. VR chat is not the Oasis. It's great that we have something that feels kind of like it, where I can just go to a video game world or go somewhere and meet up with friends. It's kind of like that idea. But I'm telling you right now, there's just no way VR chat's going to last any longer, especially in Unity, because Unity is very buggy. It's a fucking buggy mess. And a lot of the issues that VR chat doesn't talk about or bring up, that are issues that the community brings up, they ignore. So that's kind of my take on that real quick. So when you first start off playing VR chat, I think you start off as new user is your title. You don't get to make avatars. You don't get to upload worlds or anything. What you have to do as a new user is you have to like make friends, interact with people, and like spend time in VR chat, which is fine. Like that's super easy. Like go get out of new user and go to user very quickly. However, going from new user, or sorry, user to or known user, going from those two stages, it's a little bit of like, best way to describe it is like Twitch affiliate. Like it's very hard to make that jump unless you have a way to cheat it. In which I know there are people that are like, oh yeah, I'll make another account and then like fix that problem. Woo! Damn, this headset's way too tight on my face. But again, once you hit knowns, you're a little bit more respected. Apparently, like it's really weird. Like it's very social anarchy or social monarchy, whatever you would. There's like power at every level you get, and it's kind of like weird. So, known user, you're a little bit more respected, and then trusted user, people that get that are like god tier. Like I don't. Basically, trusted says you've been a part of the VR chat community for so long, you've done so many things. Here's a badge for it. Before, it used to be back in the old days. 'Cause I really don't remember when they did the full switch on the UI. But it used to be, you could see it in like Uganda Knuckle videos where it's like just your username and that was it. Now the usernames have completely changed. It's your username in the center. If you pay for VR Chat Plus, there's a picture, and then like you have like a little hashtag type name underneath it. Like I have like underneath mine it says like hashtag Sushi Gang. You can leave like a little message right there, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah, social politics. That's pretty much it. Some people really like take it so far to the point where if you're not a trusted user, they'll just block you. Which blocking is not good unless you're like a fucking asshole. Blocking is not good because then you actually get the special ability of being a nuisance, and a nuisance will actually get you banned. Nuisance will actually like limit your uses. Like people are just like not going to see you as much. You're going to have like safeties on you, and then enough blocks will actually alert VR chat to pretty much banning you. You'll just wake up one day and not have an account. But then again, like nowadays, if you want to do something special with like a camera, like I see a lot of people that do kind of like pan shots, and like they're like, it's weird. Like it's auto triggered. Like people have there's a really cool camera out there that they mod where it does something like that, where you start here and then it goes out and then comes back, and you get these really cool shots on TikTok. But apparently, people are getting extremely banned for it because it's breaking the TSA or whatever, TOS or whatever for VR chat. And like this camera, I'm holding it, but like this camera is fine. It's great. They had updated it like 2 months ago. It's way better than the original one that we had. We had maybe 4 options with that. But now we have like these really cool things where I can do like because my hand's getting caught on the camera. No. There you go. Like different camera angles. Like we can like change camera angles and nothing changes. Or you can do different effects. Like I could set up a green screen right now and just like put something behind me. But am I gonna do that? No. I mean I could, but no. What else is there? So we talked about sleeping. We mildly brushed on like people having sex here, which is pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna talk about it. No touchy. But what else was there? Debuting a Vtuber, making a model. What else is there? Elitism. I honestly don't know, because there are so many topics that I wanted to talk about VR chat that I didn't really care. Like I didn't like I said now, like I don't really think I could make a video essay or a video about the topic. It's just something that doesn't come across my mind and be like, yeah, I need to do that. This is the first live show for this. I'm so sorry if it's not that great. It is very complicated for me. I will say that. However, we are still making our way to what is it? 100 followers for the Five Nights at Freddy stream on Twitch. Um, I did finally get Cooking VR, so if Rose heard that, congratulations. We have Cooking VR. That's going to be a thing. I'm not ready to. I think I'm gonna probably see about next week about doing Cooking VR. I just want to get some assets for it. Like I feel like I should get some green screen Chef Ramsay assets so that while I'm playing, I could just hear, "What are you, a fucking idiot sandwich?" Or like something like where it's like, "Get the fuck out of the kitchen!" Like something where it's like it's loud enough to make me like freak the fuck out and fuck up an order. I think you guys would have more fun if I did it that way. Um, I did go back and play Boneworks for a little bit. I kind of do miss Boneworks, and I'm really excited for Labs. Like, if anything, that's like the main that's the main game I want next is Bone Labs, because if if the rumors are to be confirmed, this is going to be a smaller version of Boneworks that is going to like work side by side with Boneworks. Not like a DLC, but like an expansion type game. And it's going to be a continuation beyond Arthur Ford. So there's rumors that Arthur Ford, who has been stuck in the void, might come back. You're playing a whole new character. I'm hoping one of those characters or someone from MythOS that we got to talk to, whether it's his friend or it's the girl that was trying to, get the same thing as him. That would be insane. Like I would find that absolutely amazing. But it seems to be very sandboxy oriented and not that much a story, so I think we're gonna get a smaller story this time around. I never did VR chat, but it basically feels like it's pay to win. No. VR chat is not pay to win. No, not at all. A lot of this is free. Absolutely free. The only time you have to pay is if you get VR chat plus, because there's like a stupid thing where if you pay for VR chat plus, you get like specific perks, and those specific perks basically boil down to you get like a special dropping area for your photos. So if you take a lot of photos in VR chat, it's recommended that you pay the $10 a month, which is not bad. Because then you could take your photos and upload them to Instagram and have like yada yada. You know that point. You get more avatars. I think you get like 100 plus to each section for avatars. I currently have like maybe over the. I think you get like 25 for free. That's all you get. It's just one slot for 25. That I think is like worth it if you have a lot of memes. Like Primo, for example, has a shit ton of meme characters, and like every time we usually see him, he goes back, pulls up one, and it's like deleted. So the rooms / worlds don't cost anything. None of this shit costs you anything. None of anything in VR chat does not cost you anything except for Plus. Plus is the only thing you have to pay for. Which, if you're a fan of playing it, or you put so many hours into it, like Kumo, I don't know why Sturkey doesn't. I feel like Sturkey, if you have the $10, I think you should. But then at the same time, I don't think you should at the same time, because Sturkey doesn't really have that many models. He makes his own, which those are virtually unlimited. Like you could upload your own customs to like unlimited number. It's the other ones like favoriting and all that have a limit on them. World uploading is free, but you have to be, I think you have to be at least known to be able to upload a world. What else is there? You get a custom JPEG image next to your name for paying for VR chat, and that's about it. There are some more features coming soon, but they haven't really said anything about it, since their main focus has been for the last 2 months has been the Dynamic Bones update. And the private dances cost money. Oh, no shit. People do make money in this game one way or another. Um, I have no comments on that. I heard one guy, yes, it was a guy, made $2,000 in a night in VR chat for just stripping. Peace, I'm out. Like, fuck it, I am out. Nope, I'm done. Like, who the fuck makes $2,000 stripping in this? Oh, that brings up a really good point. Let me just get back in the spot. Fucking, this game is not meant for kids. It's got a kid's aesthetic, but I'm talking like fucking 7-year-olds should not be playing this fucking game. Sorry, I had a cough. I'm not going into that any further with that. I know you're asking, how do people strip in VR? I I have no idea. I'm not touching that with like a fucking pole because to me, why? I mean, people have their own things. I'll give you that, but it's their prerogative and all that stuff. But I just why do it? And especially here with like kids, it's like it's really worse. Probably somebody sets up an avatar that has like toggleable stuff. You do need full body tracking because I know so many people who do it have full body tracking. I am ashamed to know this information, but yeah, no, I don't even recommend it because a lot of the times you will get catfished. Like the whole joke with that is getting catfished. Yes, probably. Yeah, you can. There's if you could toggle stuff, you can change your outfit on the fly in VR chat. Like I could turn off my headphones if I wanted to, but I don't because I have no idea how to set that command up. But I'm moving on. So, what were we talking about? Kids in VR. So this app is actually recommended for like 13-year-olds and up. And even at 13, I'm like, no. Because like a lot of the time, especially the little kids, like anyone that plays VR chat knows, and I'm gonna just say Sturkey because Sturkey knows so much. We go to fucking Black Cat, and all you hear is just like constantly, like screaming kids, and them using like slurs and such. It's like Jesus. If I wanted to hear like that crap, I could have just gone on I could have gone to like a Halo or Call of Duty community like server. Like I just no, go away, go block, get out of my face. But I digress. Like I mean, it's pretty straightforward when it comes to like kids. There should be an age registration or age limit system put into VR chat to keep them out. But then people would be like, well, they could just lie about it and say that they're 18 so they can get into like the 18 plus servers and such. Okay, well, then again, that still boils down to like having some type of a safety setting. Whether they have to team up with Meta or not to implement that system would be great. But then, like, the other thing that a lot of people bring up is like, we have kids here, and we also have pedos who are looking to groom kids here as well. I haven't come across any of those types of guys or general pedo people that are grooming. So a lot of people in the community, especially just across VR chat, keeps an eye on like very suspicious activity, and we do report that shit because this whole entire thing needs to be a safe space for people. And I'm not saying that like a full lefty or something. Like it really does. Like a lot of people do come here, and a lot of people are either fragile, broken, or trying to like find peace in their life. And this is one way to find peace. There are people out there that have a medical disability. Like there is one guy who I saw from a VR chat interview because I wanted to do those, but they are just very complicated and very, very hard to do because people are very either awkward and weird or very mean. This guy had basically his disability has him stuck to his bed, and he can't really walk, move, or do anything. So he comes in VR chat and just plays games with people. He just throws on his headset and just like lays in bed and plays. Like that, I think is a good way to help people that are disabled, because like you're finding a way to do something with your life while having a disabled ability to not enjoy life. So you're finding another way of enjoying life. I hate people, which is weird because I run a community. I cannot stand the real world anymore. And it's not like I want to disconnect and be here 24/7. I go out there, I be myself. I get hate, mistreatment, and all that shit, and I come in here and I feel welcomed. I feel treated nice, treated with respect, and that's why I have my community. It's a lot of misfits of the Sushi Gang really do kind of understand when I say like that's kind of my message. Just vibe and just love each other. It's because we just want to have a good time, and that's all I ever wish for the community, is to just have a good time. Now, sure, if a problem comes awry, then yes, we will deal with it. But any which way, I've been running for I want to say at least over an hour and a half for this episode. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below on YouTube. If not, in TikTok, go ahead and hit that follow button. If we hit, I think it's 10,000 we have to hit to get the stream key so that the TikTok people can watch at the same time as well. But so far with the Twitch community, we're always here. I think the last few weeks I haven't been posting the schedule in the About Me section because I think a lot of people just don't look there for the schedule. If you do, please let me know and I'll just switch it out for like a JPEG image, because we've been doing JPEGs of a calendar, a makeshift calendar that I made on the Discord server, and I stay up to date. I try to get here on time, but a lot of times I run into computer issues like we did earlier today with the stream. I also run into medical issues as well, because apparently I haven't felt any better since COVID, and it's not gotten any better. And then there's also like, it might run into issues with like work. Like today, work only had me for 4 hours. I ended up staying for 5 hours. But basically, like, I was like, yeah, no, I need to go today. Like, I'm not staying any over because you should have had me come in earlier instead of scheduling me a little bit later. So, I'm like, sometimes they may ask me to stay over on a stream day. If that does happen, I will post in my Discord server and let you guys know. Don't panic. All right, so some more comments from the Twitch community. Yeah, the whole thing between the real world and the virtual one is so big. Like, I know the real world can be nice, but no, it's super rough. Cirky, we hang out. Like, my life sucks, but it doesn't suck so much that, like, suicide being the only answer. Like, I just deal with it on a regular basis. And there's just no way for me to fully be happy and express myself besides being here. So, the reason why I ask is to know more about the VR world. I feel like it's the future based on how things are going. So, if you've read Ready Player One is probably going to be more and more accurate the further into the future we go, because with the world going to shit on the outside and us just coming here, yeah. Not by choice. Like, I will say this though. Meta's idea of doing concerts in VR, though is a great idea, is poorly fucking executed. So the best way to describe it is they need to do it more like Travis Scott's concert in Fortnite. When he did that was like a special one-time event where you had to log in and then immediately join a server that was running it. So they had multiple servers running that event, and then after that event, Oops, sorry. After that event, clip, clap, done. You weren't a part of it. What happened with Meta and Foo Fighters, which, god damn, I wish I went. Love that band. They basically were like, okay, the event starts at 8 at a certain time in the world. So around the world, if you had 8 p.m. EST, you had to convert that to like Mountain Time, Central Time, all those stupid times to figure out what your actual time was to go to the Foo Fighter event. Then, once that started, it didn't actually start. You had to wait 5 minutes to enter the venue. Why? That made no sense. Your event started at 8. The venue should have already been opened maybe 2 hours ago. Maybe you just had it open. But again, they found a way to fuck that up because once the event started, some people weren't synced with the other people. Again, Fortnite, you joined a server, everybody on that server was synced. So across the multiple servers, everybody who was there to watch Travis Scott destroy the map with his rapping lyrics got to experience it their own way. This, however, was fucking bullshit with Foo Fighters, as that basically had a 365 camera, which was pre-recorded, by the way, which pissed so many people off because it was supposed to be a quote-unquote live concert, versus Travis Scott, who was basically a player model who was doing mocap and just dancing, which we could believe was a pre-recorded concert. So they run a video in a little stage area that was 365, and that was it. Some people got there at like the beginning. Some people were in the middle. Some people didn't even get to watch it because it kept buffering. Like, it was a shit show. And that's basically because, like, Meta could throw thousands of dollars and millions of dollars at a situation and try to fix it, and it's not going to fix itself. So, alright, so let's go back. So, what exactly does Facebook want to make with Meta? Can you explain? Okay, so from everybody's understanding is Meta is an evil corporation that wants your data so they could sell, stuff. It's very dangerous and lucrative. People don't like that, so people like to fight for their privacy. I agree. I don't care. That's why I have an Oculus headset. But honestly, Meta is trying to really be IOI, if you read Ready Player One. They're trying to find a way to make VR affordable and push VR's boundaries a bit. Though this thing is dirt fucking cheap, it is the most reliable one on the market where you can pick up and play. So it's very able to be worked with a lot of people because you don't have to like have a high-end computer or have to have like certain things for it. You can literally run a lot of their stuff through just the headset alone. You don't need to do PC at all. Which reminds me, I should probably unplug my headset so I don't have to blow my battery on my headset. Okay, so yeah, I don't believe it's going to happen because people will prefer to go out and fix shit than just let it get worse and stay inside VR. Because at one point, it's impossible to get in VR. That is true, except for you don't live in America, Stricky. It's getting worse. We've gone back 5 years as of this moment I'm speaking. Or not 5 years, 5 centuries as of this moment as I'm speaking. So, would not faze me if, like, that happens. By the way, the biggest question is how many people can be in the same place without the server crashing? That is a good one, as much as the map allows it. So, no. No, Sturkey. So, there's actually a loophole that I had talked to a couple people about. So, each server has a limit. So, for example, like the After Dark Arcade, I think it does like 40 people. Black Cat does, I think, about 18. Once you hit that 18 threshold, the more people you invite to that server, like you won't be able to join automatically or just click to join. You'll have to be invited in. The more people you add into that server, the more chances of it crashing, to say to speak. So at a certain threshold, when things start to lag a bit, especially at the raves or the DJ stuff, a lot of people have recommended once you started getting more people in and it starts to lag a bit, if your avatar is at very poor status or poor, you need to move up the chain. Because if they can get everybody on excellent, that means you're very optimized to be run on VR chat on Quest, so there shouldn't be any issues. However, for some people, you have a very poor avatar. Like this one is poor because of the polygon count, the bones, and the other stuff. To get better, you just have to lower the poly count and lower all that, and you want to keep like this going. It's kind of complicated. I'm still working it out, but you do have to run it through Blender to get it optimized for Quest. Just being able to do it through Vroid is fucking annoying because anytime you switch, I'm trying to think. Anytime you switch your hair, or you reduce your hair poly count, and then you reduce your bone poly count, or change your mesh resolution, all the numbers change. So it's very hard to get like a static thing. There's a JPEG out there of how to make like the most optimized VR chat model, but like the poly count on it is, to me, it's really hard to hit. Because what happens is, you start off with a Vroid model, you start off at 30,000 polys. So what you need to do is get that down to below 10,000 for it to be excellent rated on VRChat. Which, just getting, I think the lowest I've ever gotten before the avatar looks like dog shit was 12,000 without running it through cats. But there are ways. There are like also other things on here too. There's transparency meshes that you don't see in game. Like, let's say my glasses right now have a really weird transparency layer. That's not going to be optimized for Quest. It's not going to happen. So I might, if I make this for Quest or if I remake it, I will probably cut the lenses in half. So you'll still be able to see my eyes, but still be able to see the texture on the glasses. Because the issue of maxing out players is the issue of all games like Battle Royales. How can people be able to, in the metaverse, like Ready Player One, if you can't have many people in the same place? So, private rooms and public rooms are two different things. Private rooms you can have for your group of friends, or friends plus, which would be your friends and other friends. So, like, Kumo can invite his other group he has into my map if he's friends with me and they're friends with them and blah blah blah. There's also, shit, I hit my microphone. There is also, what is else? Is there? Oh, I'm fucking backwards in my chair from my desk. That's not good. I did not know I was backwards. Where's, oh, give me that. Yeah! Too fast. There is also, what is it? I can't remember. There's like two other options. There's private, where nobody can join. There is fully public for everybody. So, like, there's a way to actually, like, get it to work. But public servers, typically you can invite people. It will just say the max number and not say anything else. But when you join, you will feel the lag. Like, if there's a bunch of poorly optimized avatars, you won't be able to really move through the server because the server's got pressure from it. But yeah, we won't end up in Player One future, mainly because VR is still too early to do anything with. The length of a movie's showcase plus, it actually never showcased how it can be working. Because how the fuck can the poor and the homeless even get any access to VR headsets? Oh, that hurts, Turkey. That hurts. Clearly you missed the part where the poorest headset is the Oculus Quest 2. Like, literally, they can make an affordable one where it's literally half the cost of a Quest 2. They could put, like, the smallest hard drive on it where it can only hold, like, one game, and that's it. They'll probably have, if anything, with the Meta Store coming out, they're probably going to have a leasing program on headsets. Because Cambria is looking to be about $2,000. And let me tell you, not going to happen. I'm not fucking buying it for $2,000. But someone's going to lease that shit. Just so they get the camera full body tracking from the hands and the headset. All because they don't want to spend $1,000 on like fucking base stations and trackers. But I think we're getting to that point where I think by at least 2024, VR will be more than it ever was before. How did my headset already die when it was at 80? Let me plug my headset back in, ladies and gentlemen, because as usual, my battery always dies. Not because the battery's bad, it's just because I don't fully charge it. After I use it, I just let it sit on standby. I should do that. Okay, so this live show seems to be doing all right. Again, if you're on TikTok, I can't see you. It's probably pre-recorded, but I'm probably in chat or something. I'm probably saying hello, talking to you guys, being friends with you guys. If you do want me to stream this on TikTok, help me get to 10,000, or bitch and complain to TikTok to give us our stream keys. That'd be really nice, because they keep telling me to go fuck myself on that. And if you're on YouTube, hi, welcome to the pre-recording. I'm on Twitch. We have Discord. If you want to see it live, just head over there. Links in the channel. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, it could be, they could try, but most people would prefer to get the more pricier one and just not give a fuck. And we got to remember that they try to make the place, they try to take the place of the fucking internet. How many hours do you spend in VR chat? Okay, so that's a good one. Well, so Tricky, they're not going to take the internet. They're going to market the internet. They're going to market it all up. They're going to just push more and more ads on us. There might be at some time, if they ever were to do it, they would probably charge usage on the headsets. Hell, I wouldn't mind them putting, because we already have an Android phone and these fucking headsets, I wouldn't mind them putting a data plan or like wireless data into it and just have us do that. That'd been fucking worth it. Okay, how many hours do I spend in VR chat? Prior to the headset, probably maybe like 1 or 2 hours on desktop. It's not bad. Like desktop, if there are people out there that say desktop is for the poor, and that's sad. Like fuck off. Like if you can't play VR chat in VR because you can't afford a headset, that's okay. It's totally fine. People that have just the headset and play it on Quest, I feel more sorry for, because literally, if you can't play it on PC or you're ignorant to play it on PC, then you don't deserve to play it. I think a lot of Quest users miss out on a lot of good things because it's there's a whole nother experience for Quest users versus people on PC. PC, endless possibilities, endless avatars. Like, you don't have a problem. Quest people have a problem. They have limited space, limited capacity, so it's very problematic. That's why there are Quest-compatible worlds, or even just PC-only worlds, which to some people, I've heard some, like, elitism where it's like, well, one second. Well, I made my world PC only to keep Quest users out because Quest users are unreliable, untrustworthy, and absolute garbage players. Which is correct, because some of them are just brush kids, some of them are just horrible people that are on Quest. But I think what it really boils down to is like that quality of just splitting the communities up. But yeah, no, on PC in VR chat, I would say, let me see what we have total hours as of this moment. I think I'm over 1,000. I can't remember. I'm currently at 300 hours. I had originally started playing. Oh God! I don't know what I did with the camera. Where's the fucking camera? Oh, what? No! Come back here! Come, get your ass back here! Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running? I don't know what I did. Where is it? I can't see it. Alright, hold on. Default. Okay. Did it fix? Oh no, it's broken. What are you doing? It's following my hand for some reason. I don't know why. That's not good. Okay. I love technical difficulties. Where is my hand? There it is. Oh no. Oh no! Alright, hold on. I gotta close the camera. Stream camera again. Okay. Look at me. What happened? No! Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Alright, turn this off. There we go. Okay. What? Something's going wrong with my hands. Alright, we're gonna do it this way. So I don't have like a nice camera for me to like do that. Well, let's try this again. Nope. Oh, pins. Alright, there we go. I don't know what happened to that, but sorry. I guess that's just gonna happen, I guess. I just have to do it like a phone now. Yeah, but no, I started playing VR chat in like 2017 when like the Uganda Knuckles meme was getting popular, and then it changed over time. Like I came back in I think 2021 because I was getting sick and tired of just trying to like make friends out in the real world, and then I started finding some friends in the real world or in VR chat, and that's when I kind of like, okay, well I'll just throw some money at a VR headset and then we'll just rock with that. So yeah, currently went from like I think I was at 60 hours when I first started playing in 2017. But the problem I was having was there were so many kids there, and I was just like, dude, I don't really want to play this. There's like a bunch of kids here because I don't like fucking deal with kids. But yeah, like coming back now, there's a bunch of like young adults and a bunch of older people too, and we all kind of just have the same thing where like we just want to vibe and have a good time. And then sometimes there are those assholes. What kind of games can you play in VR chat? Currently the best ones are Murder and Among Us, which is hilarious because there is a VR chat Among Us coming out on Quest and PC, and it's not as good as the one that's in VR chat. And you can play the VR chat one in desktop. So the thing with the Among Us here is you can play with your avatar versus playing with one of their whatever they call them, space guys, crew members or whatever. So like you can actually like I could go in like this and play, and no one would bat an eye. But like Among Us on VR doesn't look that great, but it would be worth it if it's not like $60 fucking dollars. What kind of FPSs are great. I highly recommend Pavlov, especially since a lot of us play Pavlov. It's really fun if you like Call of Duty or like Battlefield. You just use a gun. Half-Life Alyx is, of course, a groundbreaking game. I don't recommend it at like top tier S rank because I feel like it's a one and done kind of a thing. Like I've played it twice now, and it's a fun game to play. It's worth paying the $60 for it, but honestly, I wish there was more. I wish for a VR game like that to really push the envelope, they had more features for it. Maybe not as much as a Gary's Mod type game, but I mean being able to really like kind of like what Boneworks does. Boneworks, hands down, top tier, S tier. they have a sandbox, they have multiple modes, they have things for you to try out, and they have a little story. Like that'd been great. You could have given, at least for Alex, like some ways to express stuff through I don't want to say like a full blown sandbox mode, but like ways to really like get used to playing in VR. And I know people that mod Half-Life Alex have such a fun time doing that because I think the best one I saw so far for Half-Life Alex was somebody did trick or treating in the neighborhood, and all you did was you went up to doors and you knocked on them and went trick or treating. Like that, people make crazy stuff in that game, but I wish there was more to it than just 6-hour campaign. And Alex demands a lot more from your PC. So, you could get away with playing it at low fidelity. I did for the longest time, but halfway through streaming it, playing it the second time and streaming it, god damn the amount of degradation we had, where we got halfway through the game and I was getting like 5 FPS. I'm just like, I'm fucking done. We can't finish this some reason, and we still to this day have no idea what happened to my i7. We don't know why it was throttling that bad. Even right now, like on my AMD chip that we have, like no problems. I think the only problem I'm having now is maybe my hard drive is finally committing suicide, or there's some type of a virus that it's eating up a lot of space on my hard drive. Because every few minutes I'm like, what the fuck is eating up space on my hard drive, kind of a thing. Which is fine. Like, it's not super bad now, but it's like every other week I'm deleting stuff. It's either I'm making a lot of assets for stream, or I'm making a lot of shit in Unity that I'm not deleting properly. Which I'm trying to get another hard drive for Unity because I fucking hate Unity. But yeah. What else well, we did get Cooking Simulator. I haven't tried that yet. I would like to try that. We might stream it tomorrow, but I'd have to get those Chef Ramsay redeems set up, and I think I can if I do it really, really quickly. I'm trying to think what else. We might do that because like I want to do a green screen video for the YouTube community, and I know people did not like the Bikubot videos, but fuck it, I'll do it again. I'm trying to think what else. God. No, I can't think of anything else. I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. Let me check and see where we're at. As long as we hit the 2-hour mark on Oculus is choosing violence today. Okay, put me back in game. There we go. Alright, I'm back. I'll just remove my headset check. Cause I didn't think I'd do like I think we did like an hour-long stream. Yeah, we almost did like an hour and a half for this episode. I don't think anyone's gonna watch it now. Jesus. Great. Well, I'll just cut parts out of it. It's all good. Gotta make those buku bucks, Alright. But as always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube stuff. I don't know what you guys like over there. TikTok, you know what to do. Follow for more content. Hit the like button. Let me know. I don't know what you guys want either. I know what Twitch wants. Twitch always lets me know in the chat. So you need to tell me, and I will accommodate for you guys. As always, love each other, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.